Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. What is digitization? Part 2. Let's start with my introduction. This is me, Dipen, and I am a web developer. In this video, we are going to see what are the examples of digitization and what its motive. So let's start with some of the examples. First, let's take an example of e-commerce stores or marketplaces. For example, Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho, and this type of websites. What are the benefits do we get in these websites? First of all, no shop required. We do not need any shops. Second, no additional cost or manpower required. We do not need to keep extra staff member to manage our store. It is open every time, no matter it is day or night. Physically it is not possible at all, but now because of internet it is open every time. And it is open for all. Doesn't require how much space you have or where you are located. If you have a physical store, person is to come to your store. That means if your shop is in Bangalore, a person from Delhi will not come to your shop. Secondly, every shop has a space constraint. That means if 10% comes to your shop, 11th or 12th person cannot come. It will be very crowded. Number 5, there is no need to visit the shop. Customer at their own convenience, at their home or from anywhere can access your shop. They do not need to visit your shop physically. Good customer care. You can take care of your customer very nicely because now digitally all the benefits will be given to the customers. And lastly, clear analysis and paperwork. You do not have to worry about paperwork physically. The computer will automatically do all the things because everything is sold or returned back or anything, it is registered through the computer device. So it's very easy for analysis and paperwork. You can get all the feedback and all the reports of the sales and purchases, everything. Now here comes the second example, reading and writing. Through digitization, now anybody can read and anybody can write. There is no constraint that I have to physically get this book or I have to write the book and physically give it to somebody or I have to publish it. No, it's very easy. Anybody can share the knowledge. Now sharing also very important in knowledge because unless your book is written by somebody or not just a book, any information, any piece of information, if everybody should be able to read, and here through digitization anybody can read it so that the knowledge is shared. Anybody can edit a note. Anybody is open to edit it. Anybody can, if you want, anybody can make a edit in it, and anybody can do the correction, and anybody can add any note in it. So it becomes very easy to make the piece of writing more credible, accessible to all. As I said, it is shareable. That means now it is accessible to all. If you make it open source, for example, you are writing something on Twitter or Facebook, that means it is accessible to all. Anybody can read it. It is available every time. You do not have to worry about I have to take this book and give it to somebody so that he can read and return me back. No, anybody can read it anytime and every time because now their convenience is to open their device, not yours, and will not destroy. The book may destroy, may get stolen, may get torn, or may happen anything, but the digital piece will not get destroyed. No storage problem. You do not have to store it anywhere. The cloud storage will take care of it. And lastly, large variety. If you open a library, an online library, you can find any piece of writing, any piece of information, not just library, anything. In internet, mostly everything is written only. Everything you can find easily. And the variety is large. More variety means more quality writings. So now let's see what is the motive of digitization. So here are some of the examples. The library, the shopping, the theater, and the calling or texting. So all those things, if you see, after digitization, what we achieved. So what we achieved means, what are the motives that we have achieved? What is the motive of digitization? So the motive of digitization is to reduce friction. To reduce friction because between you and your customer or your receiver. So friction reduction is the main purpose of digitization. So try to reduce the friction. It should not happen that because of digitization there is extra friction on your, okay, there should not be extra friction because of digitization, but because of digitization the amount of friction should be reduced. Let me give you an example, my personal example, an experience of mine. I went to Guwahati bus depot, and I was looking for some food. Now I don't know this place, I went there for the very first time, and I don't know where to eat. So what I did, I just opened my internet, I opened my search engine, and I searched for food near me or restaurant near me. The Google has shown me many results, from which I found one result where the reviews are good, food is also looking good, and direction is already given. So there is no friction between this restaurant and me except just walking to the street in this direction. And I went there. I had food. But the main issue is, when I was going there, in between the road, though it is just few meters away, but in between this road, I saw many other restaurants as well. Many small shops are there, where prices also may be less, food also may be very good, and it is nearer to me also. But still, I choose to go to that restaurant and not in between restaurants. What is the reason? The reason being, I do not know that there is some restaurant nearby me. I do not know how their foods are, I don't know their prices are, and I don't know what other people are thinking about it. So, do you understand what is the challenge here? What is the problem here? The problem is, nearby my other restaurants, they are not listed on the internet, which is absolutely free. Google Business account is absolutely free. The restaurant I went there, they already used it. The free tool they have used with the help of their phone. Because of this spending 15 minutes, now I went there. Not just me, everybody will search there. Because Guwahati nearby bus stand, I do not know any other place. So for me, the only piece of information is this Google. And in this Google, I found that restaurant, that's why I went there. And other restaurant don't given this restaurant information to me, that's why I did not went there. Simple. So the friction reduction is very important. Since I went there, since there was less friction between me and that restaurant, that's why I went there. For other restaurants, though it is nearby me, but for me, there was more friction. So, reduced friction means people should be able to see you. First. Secondly, people should see all the information you have. There are some restaurant I saw, just names are there, nothing else, just one name. Plus, there is no photograph, there is no price list, and there is nothing about their food or their location or anything. Yeah, location I can find from the Google, but still I do not have any other information. Just for namesake, the name is there in the Google. And lastly, people should find you appealing. The food should look good. The environment that you have created, it should look good. People should find it appealing, aesthetic, and good looking. I'm not saying you need to hire a designer, but at least people who are going there, they should feel that yes, this place is good. Because see, food will come to know about it just by after testing, but before that we'll judge by our eyes. So since internet is there, it is giving an opportunity, use this opportunity. So thank you for watching this video. This is the end of part 2. There will be another next part, which will be the last part, where I will give you some examples, daily life examples, so that you can use it in your own life. There will be some tips and there will be some information regarding digitization which will help you grow your own business. So thank you very much.